this channel.
Oh, okay. Well, they can't anyway, by the looks of it.
I believe that they can. I believe that everybody's just muted.
Oh, well, either way, polite. So I'll take it. Copy link. Paste. Cool, that's working nicely. Right, back to Discord. BeamNG. And screw it, let's drop it in announcements.
I have a feeling this guy hasn't enabled his mod in the repository.
Possibly, that's a good
168
shout.
mods active and
Have a look at, ask him to send a screenshot of his mods repository so you can check.
I am. The mod is called BeamNG.mp. What is that?
Oh, another new person.
Cool. More issues to solve.
Well, we're working through them, starting with getting this fully up and running. I'm
Yeah,
also going to
agreed.
modify this top piece a little. I kind of want to get a bar on the bottom here.
Okay, by the looks of things here, it's saying that in order to open up a new window, because we're working with a web-based client,
Yeah.
it's opening the window in a web page, but on the same client. It's not opening in Google Chrome and whatnot that links all your accounts to your Patreon and your Discord, and you can automatically open them. And in order to open them from our client into your Google Chrome, Firefox, and Internet Explorer, you need to actually put JavaScript in to open the new window in a specific browser.
Okay, well, it's a good chance for you to
From what I'm
learn
understanding.
JavaScript.
Yes. However, it looks like I can only set it to open one browser. I can't set it so that it'll open in multi browsers depending on what you have. It looks like I can only set it as Google Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer, not all of them, whichever one you have installed.
What about if you use Windows default? Could you run it on Windows like the operating system's default one?
On Internet Explorer?
Uh, possibly.
Yeah, but who the hell wants to use
No,
Internet Explorer?
hold on. You can always change your operating system's default, remember?
Oh, yes, okay.
Therefore,
Um,
it will open with that user's
Whatever
default.
default is on. Okay, well,
Yes.
this, by the looks of things, I'm gonna send it to you in personal message. This appears to be the coding, the function behind it, the JavaScript function.
Shell
I don't know if that's
ActiveX
correct.
object. I tell you what, let me do a quick little bit of looking up here. Electron open window in browser. Window.open, nope. Open window in user's browser. How do I open on the default OS browser? That's what we want. Perfect. Load web page. Thank you. Docs are here. Shell open external URL. Okay, on my setup I tried both shell.openExternal and shell.open item. Both open the website in the background. Ended up using child process start, execute sync start on WinPay2 and child process open on Darwin, so the browser actually pops up and gets focus. On Linux you can use this. I found snippet on Stack Overflow. Shell equals require electron shell. Dropped in my main index file. Seems to be working so far as I can tell, even then for dynamically generated links. I'm too new at Electron to know if there are any drawbacks to this, so should watch out for thoughts. Cannot close window. I'm using this piece of code. First declare spawn process. Okay, what's the last thing that was said on this?
I'm currently
No,
watching
we
your stream on
implement it
YouTube.
properly. My post should answer the thread ticket. How do I open a URL from on default OS browser? But for view users, the answer I provided in works in Electron.
Do you have any ideas?
I'm looking into it. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't want view options. We're not using view or Angular. Main window.web contents. So many of these are using. Here's one that doesn't require jQuery in case anyone else is hunting for it. It will automatically open any link. It starts with HTTP in the external browser. Put this in your renderer process. That's what we want. Right click, copy. Renderer.js. Paste link. Electron require shell on the event of a click, and it is an A. Starts with HTTP. Okay, we don't want just HTTP. So this and bracket. Actually, wait, we don't even need to do that because it'll automatically pick it up. That was a foolish mistake on my part. All right, let's restart. Done. Okay, so is it Discord that's currently got a HTTP whatever link? Hopkins.
Yes, you just deafened yourself.
I know, I realized that after the fact. Is it Discord that's currently got a thing, a HTTP link on it?
Yeah, they both do. Patreon and Discord
Okay,
both have them.
so Discord. No, I didn't refresh it. Damn it. Close that. Reload. Patron, go. Damn. Still no working.
Also, could you open the 3 tabs? My Atom teletype got disconnected.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because it's actually a fourth now.
Yep, got them all. Perfect.
Okay, so what's going on here? Why is this not functioning correctly? Shell.openExternal event.target.href. You know what, let's just close it. Start it again. Casually just got the new servers out in the background here.
Very nice.
Okay, so what do we have? We have this, we go to this, and it still opens in the new window. So, what is going on here, and why is it throwing a fit? I tell you what, let's drop a console.log, open brackets, close, a tag, console.log, quote, matched event. Okay, so we should see an output here in this console if this is functioning correctly. Yeah, a tag is picking up, but it's not picking up the fact that it is the correct sort of thing. So, let's just take a quick look at the HTML for this here. Server direct connect. Okay, so HTTPS. Just remove the S. Let's just try something here. Oh, you've got a target on it. Just try removing that target for me from both.
You want the Patreon or the Discord?
Both.
Okay.
Remove the underscore target part from both of them.
There you go. There's the targets removed.
Thank you.
Let's see how that works.
Ugh.
Mother.
What is this? Control C. There we go. Let's try again.
It'd be nice if I
Okay,
knew.
these guys are being
JavaScript.
really, really loud.
I can hear them.
You can? I'm sorry. Okay, so we're not getting a matched
What about
event, nor is it entering that. If it is
I'm just gonna use
100,
window.
okay, hold on. Let me just try removing one of the equals is there and see what we get. Ugh.
Mitch, what about if we put that function within it? My button on click function window open, and then we put our URL, and then pop up window.
Not impossible. Not impossible.
But difficult.
Potentially.
Okay. We would need to change.
Okay.
Well, we would need to assign button.
Well, right now, I need to know why this console, right, disable cache and preserve log. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it is equal to a, let's change it to a lowercase a. So, event.target.tagname. Right, wonder if we can log event. Console.log event. Done. Done. Discord. It cleared my console again. Damn thing. Okay, could you drop your target blank back on the Discord one for me?
Underscore blank. There you go. This is all old-fashioned.
Okay, have you put it back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I click this, it should just open the new window instead, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. Okay, what do we have here? Mouse event is trusted. Screen information. Okay. I'm Italian. Can I leave you a link where you can find models created by me? You could, but at present I'll just leave it as you can.
Will the launcher work on Linux?
Right. Yeah, it should
Shouldn't it?
function on Linux as well. I've just only compiled it for Windows at present. Okay, so event.target. We need to be looking for target here. But there, target is li. And I'm going to guess tag name comes back as something else, doesn't it? Node name st tag name li. If this
We got another new person to the server.
or this and Control C, if this or this. Okay, now we have at least a little bit of fluidness to this functioning, I hope. So if we now click on here, what do we get? We get the event, still no matched event though. Okay, so event.target.tagname. See, this should be running. You know what, it doesn't even matter, it's only this bit that really matters if we can get it functioning or not. There we go, Control Save, F5, Discord, and we still got nothing. Close. Okay, so why is this not reporting as this correctly? So we have event.target, yep, dot tag name equals li. Maybe it's because the href isn't there. Event.target.href. A, B, C, D, E, F, H, hidden, no href. Okay, do we have a parent? So this works on a click event, in which case that should also work as a click event, yes? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, do we have jQuery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, document.add event listener. Okay, maybe we're doing this a little bit wrong. We shouldn't do it on a single click, but instead rather an li click. And this music is terrible. I need better music.
It'd be nice if there was a way
Howdy.
in HTML to set the default, to set it so that I know you're able to set it so that when you click on it, it goes into specific Firefox or Google Chrome. It'd be nice if there was a way to put it as target default browser instead
Yeah.
of specifically Google Chrome or Firefox or Windows. But I'm not seeing anything here that actually links. It seems like it's very limited.
Okay, okay. So, since this isn't functioning the way we want it here, let's see if we can manipulate how this works. Let's apply
Mm-hmm.
the... Oh, it might have been that I've not even been saving the file. Nah, I don't think it's that. So let's manipulate this slightly since the A tag here isn't really doing a lot. So
Why
let's
don't we make them buttons?
take... No, hold on. Take that and apply it directly to the li. You see what I'm doing here?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now, when we refresh this, we click on the Discord. Okay, we got an error here. That's a good start. So something cannot read property starts with of undefined. Lihref. Okay, so that means that it actually did go through. Why is target.href unable to do that? A, B, C, D, F, I, L, M. This isn't even alphabetical now, is it? So we've got target, which is an li, hidden, inner text. Ah, parent element. We might be able to run this way.
Underscore parent seems to do the exact same thing.
Ah,
Actually.
yes, 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 yes. Look, we got the href right here. So if we do target,
Mm-hmm. Within the li element.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Target.
we have, hold on, target.tag name, correct. Target dot,
Okay. Put a target
I
tag
lost
in
it.
there.
Where's it gone?
I don't know.
Ah, dot parent
Ah,
element.
that's what that sound
So
is.
target dot parent element. Yep. Dot href, and there's our link. What editing did you just do on here? Oh, no, 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 no. We don't need that there.
All right. Okay.
So we save that.
Don't forget that your target underscore blank is still within your a tag.
That's fine for now. Click on
Okay.
it. Okay. Error processing argument at 0. Conversion failure from undefined. But we got the matched event, which is a good start. We're now
Mm-hmm.
inside where we wanted to be.
What? Read that error out again.
Error processing argument at index 0. Conversion failure from undefined. Ah, I know why. 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 Target.parent-element.href. That's why I wasn't referencing the link correctly. So if we now click on it, yeah, it worked.
Ah, thank fucking goodness. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we need to update the other one.
Cool. Yeah, we can do that. And make sure that you put that into your atom so that I can understand what the hell you've just done.
That was probably a little bit more complex JavaScript
Mm.
than you're going to encounter that often. So essentially, it's this load of text here at the bottom of this page.
Mm. I know. I have
So
one atom here.
obviously, now that
I'm watching.
we use Electron to make this happen. So we have to hook into parts of Electron, which in this case is shell. We then add an
Yep.
event listener for our click event. We can actually get rid of that comment because that was just what allowing me to actually look at how this was functioning. You see this bit here? That's what this event was returning, all this information, which then obviously expands into everything else. We then check that this is an li element. Now, I know we're supposed to be using a tags, but it's not a huge deal. To be honest, we could actually do target.parent element dot tag name and then set that to an a if we wanted
Forgot your
to.
T there. You forgot your T on tag name.
Ah, thank you. But either way, you get what I'm saying. And then we do it that way. Now the event matched, which is good. We can then prevent the event from calling our page to refresh. So this essentially means that we can now technically remove your target part.
Cool.
And then we open it in the external browser.
External. Yeah, okay.
And then what we end up with
Is when you click on that link, it opens up in Google Chrome. Or
what?
your default.
What happened here?
When you shift your parent element tag name from whatever it was, from target.tag name to A, maybe, instead of L.
Actually, I think it might be, yeah, that bit. Okay, so we do li and we remove the parent element part.
Yeah, no point
Save.
in. Okay.
Can that reload the original? No.
There.
Okay, that can bring up the original window. There we go. Okay. I think it might have been the target. Okay, put your target back on it.
Okay. Let's see. Or
This is actually the same sort of way that Discord Desktop was actually made, as well as Atom IDE. Well, it's not really an IDE, but it is. It's a mix of everything, really.
Okay, there's a target now. Put back on that, and I guess I should put it on to the other one as well in Patreon.
And Discord does not work. What did we just break, and how? How did we just?
Your li was in capitals, and now it's not. I don't know if that has anything
Oh,
to do with it.
good shout. Whoops. Let's see if that resolves it. Discord. There we go. It's working now. Might have been the capital bit she was on about. Looking at it.
And have a look at Patreon. See if Patreon will work as well.
Yep, that also opens in my browser.
Sick. All right. So that's
Hey,
then
we're up to 9 patrons now.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh. Well, either way, thank you to everyone. At the end of the day, it's all stuff to help get new stuff. For example, this server here. This is a new server that we're experimenting with at the moment. This is the development one running on the new server that we are writing in Rust, which is primarily at the moment done by Bob. So it's all progress and lots of it.
Let's have a look. Why is this acting so? Mitch, there is multi-language support on this, correct? The fact that his document folder is document ty, it's not spelled in English, isn't going to affect the fact that the mod will or won't run.
Sorry, what's this?
In the support ticket 34, this guy's is not working, and I cannot understand why. It's nothing to do with the fact that the mod is looking for, say, documents, and it's spelt in a different language. That wouldn't have anything to do with it, would it?
I still didn't quite catch what you're actually trying to say there. Okay, no, this is language stuff. And I imagine if he's got other mods working, then it should be just fine. So we've got unpacked.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm,
See if we can talk to him.
yeah. I
As
wonder.
that'll make this a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the two
I
top
wonder.
pieces done.
Yes. Now we need to make sure that when you launch it, you're not launching into the connection, the
Okay.
direct connect, which it is.
Okay, so
We need
main
to
is
set
our
up.
containing window. Name
Mhm.
equals quote, and that will be
As a new person.
hash direct dash connect. And then what we'll do is we'll create a similar window. Div name equals quote. What's going on now?
Okay, you do it. Yep. You probably word it better than I will.
And then the ID equals container. And I'll be back in just a second. And okay, I'm back. Sorry about
Shirakami should be joining us any minute now.
that. Ace. We need a hold on, where's the staff area gone?
It's down at the bottom.
That's staff chat. I need
We do need a staff area. We need to
all
set that up really.
all staff chat. I need a area that has the support staff in it as well. Could you
Mm.
quickly set one of those up for me down in the staff area?
You want me to? So just a staff
Text
chat with
channel.
support in it.
Yeah, so all
Okay.
people that
Yeah,
are
yeah,
support and above.
yeah.
So
All
admins,
staff.
mods, support, the works.
All staff chat.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
Okay, sir, let's take a look at your issue here, shall we?
Okay.
Um, are you able to screen share? Just above this channel, there is a text channel called channel streaming links,
Yeah.
and
See.
then there is a link for this text channel. If you wouldn't mind streaming your screen, that would be ace.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop streaming temporarily in Discord, and I'll start. Well, I'll keep the stream going on YouTube.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Why is this being such a?
I need to pee. This is not good. And this is rather pixelated as well.
Oh,
Huh. Oh. Let me
it is set to
categorize.
720p, so I don't
Sorry?
know. It is set to 720p, so I don't know why
Oh, I don't know.
it is so.
If not, I can always get screenshots, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mitch.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. I've specifically added. Maybe if I actually never mind. Hold on. Let me
All
see
right,
if this will
well,
work.
you figure that out. I'll try and figure this out. Okay, would you mind
Yep, yep.
starting up your game for me?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'm gonna reset the
Well,
screen
hey.
sharing for the.
There we go. Missions moderator. Read send. Then read send. Cool. Okay.
Oh, it's slightly better now.
Oh yeah, that's clearer. Okay. All right, yeah, just remove the search parameters for the time being.
Remove what?
You've put the value in search. Just put,
Ah,
actually, try just put an MP. Too many of them contain the word MP. So we're looking for one of them with the blue background. It doesn't actually have an image on it. BeamNG, oh, it's 2019. Polar Expressway, Swiss Alps, Gladiator. It's not even there, which is interesting.
Um, there's no chance that the mod folder is possibly linked to somewhere else. It's not in the documents.
Yeah,
As
I'm
in, if you
starting to
go into
think
the
the same.
repository there, if you go into the repository there, you can open mod folder directly from BeamNG. So it has to be
Yeah,
that mod folder that it is.
on BeamNG, just click Open Mod folder.
oh, I'm here.
No. In the game,
In
just above where it says delete all repo mods, it says Open Mods folder.
okay.
Now, is that folder called Unpacked or is it called Repo?
Oh no, it's a completely different folder for some reason.
Ah,
There we
so this
go.
is where you need to be
That's it.
installing it. So if you create a folder called Unpacked,
I don't know why it goes here because that's a folder of something I wanted to delete some time ago.
I wouldn't delete it now then, as this is where all the files for your
All your
game,
mods
all
are.
your mods are, yeah, where everything's located. So
Oh,
install the multiplayer mod there. That should help solve the problem for you. Okay?
okay.
We really should have seen that a little bit earlier. We'll
Yep.
figure it out for next time, though.
I didn't expect it to work in different place completely.
Oh well, it happens. So, back
Mhm.
to this, and then if you need anything, just let us know. You're welcome to stop screen sharing, I guess, as that should resolve it for you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to launch the game now.
Fingers crossed this will work.
Tell you what, I'll just be 2 minutes.
Mhm.
Not even that, actually.
Take your time.
Oh, well, I can just tell you if it works or not.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, 171 mods now.
Hey, there we go. That should be it.
He has BeamNG multiplayer.
Perfect. That should be you then. And you know how to You've been shown how to sort of get all the menu boxes up on that in your game.
Ah, the multiplayer app is there.
Perfect. So that's you all working.
Oh, and I'm connected.
Perfect. Do you need anything else? Any other way we can help you?
Well, it should work
You're
now.
welcome to
So
stay. Yeah, you're yes, absolutely. But you're welcome to stay if you'd like.
okay.
I'm just gonna mute you here. There we go. If you need us at all, you can uh, message us or create a new support ticket.
I'm back.
Uh, Shirakami, he got his game working there, so that's all now fixed, and I've closed his support ticket.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna go through the support tickets and just make sure that people aren't leaving them open when they are done. We're getting a lot of people that just aren't replying.
That's fine.
Do you want me to close Kamado's, or do you want to keep that one open?
Who?
Kamado,
Number?
the YouTuber. Number 23.
Oh,
The
Komodo.
Komodo. Is it not
No, it's
Kamodo?
Komodo.
K-A-M? Komodo. Okay. I assume you want to keep that one open for document reasons.
No, I believe that can be closed.
You want to close it? Okay.
Yep.
Close. There we go. And it's Jack. No.
Right, back to getting this done.
Yep.
Now, where are we at? Ah, that reminds me, that's where we were at.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
Where did we
thinking
find Nisty?
he joined.
He seems to be fairly attentive. Okay. Yes. Do you want to screen share so I can see again? Or
Uh,
stream, sorry.
yes, because obviously you are going to need live thing
Yep.
rather than what is likely a stream delay of some form. There you go.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we're now starting to put together the server list page.
Yes. I think for quite a bit of this, I might just need to watch because I wouldn't make.
You left.
Atom, why are you such a pain in the ass? Okay. Join. I need to ring my county council again and try fucking Wi-Fi fixed. This is ridiculous.
You know what? I'm thinking maybe we could just do this as a literal list of servers, and then just have a join button next to it, which
Well,
automatically
that's
changes
what
the
I originally
page.
thought.
So that changes the initial design that you've put together a little bit, but not too much. So we don't have a sort
Well,
because we don't require it. We don't have the search. We don't require that. Instead, we just
okay.
have just the table, a simple table, and do it that way.
Okay. Well, give me 2 seconds here. I still have the.
The files are probably not linked anymore still.
Yeah, I still have the file. Still have the file open.
So we
The,
can get rid of the top
editing.
search part. We can do servers-list, and then inside that we have a table. Whoops. And then we have, how the hell did we make tables again? Hold on. So many different elements to tables. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so what I've sent you earlier there maybe is more for later on. Start
Yeah, when we start
allowing for
really taking this
individuals
big.
to own their own servers. Yeah.
Okay, so this works by, what was it? You know what, actually, let's just quickly take a quick look at something here. Oh, come on, why is this so slow?
In
Just
this case,
stuck on
then
for a
this is going to
second
be
request.
fairly easy. Nearly as difficult.
Now, obviously, we're going to need to write the backend system, but we can do that on this as well.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
we'll modify the servers accordingly.
yeah. So, a screenshot here. So basically, that's how it's going to look. Just
Yeah, essentially.
blank.
That is basically exactly.
Need to put my gloves back on. Freezing over here.
Okay, so I'm thinking, we got Bootstrap in this. Custom style sheet. No, we don't. Okay, so we'll need to make that ourselves. So what we do is we have our container. We then have what will be columns. So if we set up a, whoops, div class row, we then have got to think about how we make this work. Because it needs to be something that's effective and fast. So I'm thinking if we set up
Yeah,
a...
You're breaking up quite a bit for me because of my Wi-Fi.
Sorry.
What's here? No. That's not your fault. It's I'm multitasking with so many different things. The stream and that, but it has to be done.
Right, so we end up with something along the lines of servers-header. And then what we'll do is we have we end up with our spans, and then this would be location. There we go. Map. Whoops. Map. So we have location, map, players, and then ping.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be sufficient.
Agreed.
And then how would that look? Ah, we got a small mistake here. Whoops.
Mm-hmm. So if we had add a, say, a float right to the players and the ping, to put them over on the right-hand side, is that gonna put them over there? On the right-hand side of the bar?
Just one moment. So that gives us our header, and then
Yep.
this would be our div class servers dash list, because this would be our literal list of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now going through from that further, what's this that's happened here? Ooh, that is one mangled up car. How many people are we on now? 216. Oh. Oh, Asia Pacific, Sydney. There it is. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be setting up the Australia server later on. All right, so now, next. Okay, now that that's done, what do we actually have to do next to make this function? Obviously, we need to be able to pull the data. We need to style this. So let's create a temporary server. Why what?
Why is MLight Productions able to be in support ticket 22?
I added an additional person.
Ah, okay. Okay. I just got really confused there.
So the span for location would be EU, for example. Map would be East Coast, USA. Again, example. Players will be 4. You've disconnected. Okay, there we go. So, what do we end up having this look like now? It's not terrible. Now we can
I've
start
managed to connect,
styling.
but my car has vanished.
Okay, so how are we going to make this look right? We've got the list, which is the correct size. Now, we will need to obviously adjust that later on, but for the time being, let's start working on this. So the width of this is 100%. With what sort of background should we go here? Background dash color, RGBA, open brackets, 0, 0, 0, 0. Done. Now, I think we could probably do some light styling here. That doesn't look too bad. And we want to apply a padding of probably about 4 pixels.
Phew. That is a mangled car.
There we go, that doesn't look too bad at all. Now, Control C, let's quickly save that styling. Whoops. So we have here the servers page styling. Now, index class equals server dash location, class equals server dash map, class server dash players, and then class server dash ping. Now I'm actually going to copy this because the same styling can be used on each of these. EU grid map that is a really high ping, but it really doesn't matter, it's temporary for the sake of this. There we go. I'm actually also going to apply a margin dash bottom of 4 pixels, which just pushes it down that little bit more, so we have a little bit of space between it and our information. Okay, now location is obviously going to be on the left, and then ping, we can pretty much say it will be on the right because it's going to be almost always a specific sort of size. Float right. There we go. You see how it pulls a whole lot apart, whole lot across. Width of 100 px. Now 100 pixels is probably going to be too much, but we can now manually drag this down. I think probably 70 pixels should be sufficient. And then we'll also apply a border dash left 1px solid hashtag FFF. Now, why has this got some misalignment? Probably because it doesn't have its own containing thing just yet. And we'll also apply a padding dash left of 4 pixels. There we go. That's not too bad. I actually quite like that. Copy, styling, paste. Now, can we actually apply the same styling to players, for example? Yes, we can. Excellent. Oh, actually, wait, why is the order different there? Strange. Now, this doesn't actually require the border at all, but we will keep the padding, and we'll also change the width to push this across. So if we leave the width as 100 pixels, which should be sufficient, I'm hoping, and that should keep everything lined up. Now, this player's one, if we remove the float right, and then increase our width, keep it at 70, server location, And what we can do is we can actually change this bit to map. And our map is actually going to be kept at 400 pixels wide. And there we go. Now we can copy the lot. Done. Okay, now going to the server list, we actually applied some custom styling to our header. And we're going to reuse said styling for our list item. There we go. You see how everything now keeps the consistent format of being lined up?
Mm-hmm. It's going very well.
Certainly isn't too bad, is it? Now, I want this to actually be set apart differently from it. So if we copy this, do that, and then what we'll also do is we'll actually modify our header slightly and make this a bit lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And now it kind of defines it that little bit more as our header for it.
We're on 211 members.
Hey. So that there is now our server list. However, I've just realized we're missing buttons to be able to click on them.
I'm currently manning support.
Thank you.
Along with Nesty.
Nesty or Nisty?
Nisty, sorry.
Okay. Just quickly do a quick check on the Discord.
Discord's going well here.
Awesome.
I'm manning it. Battering down the hatches.
Now, I'm actually deciding I kind of don't like this bit here. What about if we remove, actually, take all of that, remove all of it, and then we actually apply it to this part. That could work. So let's do that. And oops, now in our HTML, Control C, V, 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 V. There we go. Now it looks like we have multiple servers. Take a look at that, Hopkins. What do you think?
Let's have a look here. Location EU map grid map player 5 ping.
It's more just
Yeah,
the
that's looking
lifting of
well.
it. Now I'm thinking
Yeah.
we need one more thing. Server dash join. Okay, that's not far off. It's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be back in just a
That's a
moment.
lot.
Back in a moment.
Yep.
What? do my own stuff as well. And I've got to put up all the clothes and whatnot. I need to go and do makeup. What? You mean put them in the washing machine? Right. And what is it all? Really? Exactly. She doesn't get to decide. Yeah, but it's nothing to do with guest relations. I say not. Excuse me? Can you shut up whining? That's all you do. So you can decide where you want it? I don't choose to do it while they are. No, but I wouldn't choose. Wow, how polite and mature of you. And you think I'm not? Am I doing it or not? Then you don't get to complain. You don't get to complain. Exactly, so I just do nothing. Okay. Considering I'm sat here trying to earn money more right now. Yeah, I know, that's the issue.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
I have problem. I don't know why.
Okay. What's up?
I will give you a photo.
If you create a support ticket in hashtag support,
Here you
if you
whispering.
do -new, that'll create a support ticket and you can send all the screenshots there.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, what are you going to do? Try and blab and say I don't do anything?
Perfect. So this is
We
your
have
support
H&M,
ticket.
she doesn't. No, she said she would rather not buy offline. Thanks. You whine too much. She's not wrong.
Okay, can you send me? Hold on. Look here.
It's because I have not a real BeamNG.drive.
You don't have BeamNG.drive?
No, no, I have crack, not from
Yeah,
Steam.
no. You can't. You can't play. Um, you can't play with the cracked version of the game. It has to be an official version of the game from Steam or
Oh,
from the
I need to
BeamNG.
buy. Okay,
So
okay, I will buy it. And
yeah,
if
it
I
needs to
buy
be official.
restart or
Is yes, if you buy BeamNG, you'll be able to run the mod.
oh, thank you.
No problem.
I'm back.
Yeah, there was a guy there who was asking me why his BeamNG wasn't working, and I went in and I said, "Do you have a real one?" He said, "No, I have a crack."
Well, problem number one.
Yeah, and I said, "Well, if you want to play it, you have to buy an official version of the game." I don't know why he's openly saying that he's pirated a game in the server, but anyway.
Technically, it
um,
probably would work with a
yeah, but we don't
non-legit
want to be
version, but
supporting
I
that.
won't support it,
Exactly.
nor will I go out my way to try and make it work with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, how do you think things happen in real life? Either by doing it yourself
Mhm.
or paying someone else.
Mhm. Okay. Close that ticket.
Um, yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna carry on working on this, making this happen. Where has my music gone?
Oh, there's one other thing there.
Sure. What's up?
There seems to be a TCP error in ticket 35.
35. Let me take a look. Okay. Any error that popped up?
Yes. In the first screenshot, it's object. But he seems to be connected. So I don't
Might be
understand.
able to ignore it. Could be a corrupt packet coming in or something.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's early stages, and it's a miracle that it's even working with all of these people, if I'm honest, since it's only been tested with about 3 players in the server at once, with very, very
Mm,
careful doing
mm,
things. I need to set up better error logging and such. Right?
yeah.
I did it. There's makeup off. Not completely incapable. Jade?
Um.
Love you too. Okay, so how is the new one looking? I say it's looking smart. We just need to make the final little bits happen. Okay, so now that that's all in place, and my girlfriend has left the door open again, I don't want to hear him with the hair dryers and the bitching and the whining. Alright, so What's next? What's next? Think. Okay, I need to move that join button over.
Object error pops up a lot.
Okay, if they
So
press
no, he's not
Control
able to.
Shift I, they should be able to open up the console and actually see what the error is. I tell you what, actually, I'm going to quickly see if I can get that built into this one, so it actually writes to a log file.
Mm. I'll tell them to press Control Shift I and then send a screenshot. Maybe my Wi-Fi is now sustainable enough to watch.
Excellent. And you left.
Yeah, it's because I haven't been active in a bit. I've been doing all of the tickets.
Right.
My name is Tokyo.
Okay, let's see if we can get this button in place. Then we're going to work on logging for this so that we can actually start seeing things happen a bit better overall. So that way you can report errors better. If you get anything in support that you need a hand with, let me know.
Yeah, will do.
Much appreciated.
JavaScript error occurred in main process. Windows System 32 config.json. Uncaught exception. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna say to him, relaunch.
This is not the way I want to do this.
Code.
So, I wonder. Control X. We move that above that. Can that force it to be on the right side? There we go. Join float. Hey, there we go.
I have a
Okay,
feeling this kid doesn't have his bridge open.
maybe.
Yeah, because he keeps on putting the IP address into the game, into the multiplayer UI in-game, even though we've already told him that it needs to go into the bridge. Okay, the bridge,
No idea.
server connected, server disconnected. Oh, the server IP is 127.0.0.1. That's not an actual IP address, is it? That's not going to connect him
120.
anywhere.
That's self.
127.0.0.1. Sorry?
That's basically yourself. It's a local host or loopback IP.
So
It
should
means
it be working with that?
no, that means you're connected to yourself.
The server
Hold on.
IP in the
Which ticket's
bridge.
this and where?
36.
Whoa, Mason is using. Oh no, something different, domain. Okay, in game he needs to leave the details blank. In server IP he needs to put our server, not himself, unless he's hosting his own server. But I doubt that looking at it. So in game the fields need to be blank except for the username. Although it's okay, you could probably leave that actually, because obviously the bridge runs on localhost.
Whereabouts is our server IP actually? Information?
Hashtag servers There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Cheers.
No problem.
This
Right,
is
back to this. So, we need this button to be working. Have we got a class on here? No. So, this button class equals server dash join dash button. There we go. I remember. Okay, now I'm noticing that this top piece here not quite right. Oops, no, that stays. Server header ping. Ah, I'm still alive. Yeah. Yes. What's up? I love you too. Oh. Only if it's at the right price. If not, don't worry. 17. It's not a big deal either way, alright?
What's in that glass?
Oasis.
I see how
It's
it
been
is.
sat there for a few weeks, so I thought I would drink it. You want it?
Are you actually having a fucking giggle?
I'm keeping hydrated.
There you go, you can have that. You can finish the bottle off. You know. He's been pouring it into a glass.
I'm not disgusting, thank you. Despite what you might think of me. Yeah, she thinks I am.
No.
Yeah, you didn't see her face.
It's the fact that she pictures herself taking Ross's DNA, not yours as well.
Didn't need to know that bit. Give me a kiss.
Love you.
Love you too. Why doesn't Ross get the train down to here?
His grandparents are down from.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, can you remember when that is?
February
Where?
14th,
Oh yeah, it is. And what are you doing February the 14th?
London.
Yeah, you're fucking off without me.
Well, you might be able to come with me. You just got to get the day off work. Then you don't get to complain. Okay, so float right. There we go. Fishies. What are you doing to my fishies? Leave my fishies alone. There we go. Bye, Jade. Love you too. Bye. Margin dash keys. Yes, take your keys. Just in case. You never know. For starters, there's a door downstairs, so take it. Bum, bum, bum. Margin dash right. Yeah. Thanks. We'll see. Love you too, bye. I said I love you too, bye. Bum, 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 bum. 246. Oh my god, now they're back again. What are you guys doing?
I need a wig.
Oh my god, yeah, peeing me off. Made Hopkins laugh. No, you can't.
Could you throw us another Adam link there?
Oh yeah, I can drop you. Just use the same link. Same one should still be live. What?
Oh yeah. We have said it to this guy 4 times that he needs to change the server IP, and he's still sending us the error messages when it's on 127.0.0. Yes, it is
People, eh?
infuriating.
Oh, I bet.
Ah.
Why do you think I asked if I could get people in support positions so I didn't have to deal with it? Alright, I'm back in. Sorry about that, guys.
That's alright, no worries. You want to send us over a new Adam link?
Should be the same one still. If not, let me know.
Sound.
Right,
That's
what
IP
was I
address.
doing? I applied a padding to that. Now this thing really needs some work. So we need to apply a padding of probably about 5 pixels. It's okay. Probably a margin dash bottom of about 2 pixels. No, why is this positioning off? Okay. Position. Actually, wait. If we, yeah, it seems to be sticking from going up. So, yeah.
I get the feeling that this person is fairly young.
This button seems to have something around it pushing it down. So top 2px, 4px on the sides. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now position absolute initial relative, static relative, top 0px. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Thank you. Okay. Now, can we up? We can. That should do. Yeah, about there. Then we'll make it a little bit wider. Okay, now we got some positioning going on. Let's apply that styling. There we go. And we'll also, what's up with this top piece here? Padding right. There we go, 40 pixels on padding right. Line 246. 246, padding right, 40 pixels. There we go. Okay, we now have our map set up mostly. Now we want to apply our border dash
I'm just going to
left
quickly
here.
move up to the working channel here, Mitch, and
Yep.
I'm going to work with Mason.
Okay. Control C. Now map. There we go. That just puts in that line that we're missing from there. This is line 280. But it's now 290 because this hasn't refreshed just yet. Okay, let's check how this is looking. There we go. This is getting better. Okay, so we now have our basics put in. Now, should we just run one check quickly that this is all lining up correctly? No, it doesn't. Which is strange because the first part does. So, that bit's fine. These are all right. So I'm wondering if it's this join part. This button. So if we okay, something doesn't feel right here. So instead of doing that, let's have a look at the CSS for each of our list items here. And we'll also apply a margin of 2 pixels, 0 pixels, 2 pixels. Okay, so that should do our top and bottom. Yep. And there we go. Control C. Alright, what's going on here? Markers red. Ticket 35. Must be a lot of work. Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Mitch. I have Mason down here.
hello.
Even I'm stumped on this one.
Sure, hit me.
So basically, originally we believed that it was to do with the fact that the server IP was the 127, the local host,
Yeah.
which we believe it was. However, he's now put in the 95.217.57.245, and when he hits start, this JavaScript error comes up. Now he is running a normal game, a normal official Steam version of the game, so it's not pirated, which the other user who had a pirated version this was coming up on, which is why I'm confused. But he's getting an uncaught exception error in JavaScript.
Okay.
I've no idea why.
Can I get a
Um,
screenshot of it?
it's in the ticket.
What number?
It's in the ticket number 36.
Okay, the error is... Is it this
It's
error server already listen?
no. It's
Not that one.
here. Let me copy the link and paste it again in 36 so it's there. It's that image. It's this
Okay, let's have a look
JavaScript
here. Yeah, error
made.
server already listen. Listen method has been called more than once. Are you trying to use the reset, or are you actually resetting, like closing and reopening the bridge?
Mason.
Oh, I'm closing and restarting the bridge like that.
Okay, make sure you close it and then open it again.
Okay.
As
Try
there is a bit of an
refreshing.
issue on the reset one at the moment, which I'm hoping to have fixed for this next release of
Alright,
the bridge.
I just restarted the bridge again.
And make sure that the IP is in there. Make sure the 95.217 is in there and it's not the 127. Make sure that the IP is in there and then press start.
Yep.
It says operation not permitted.
Hey, new subscriber, high def. Thank you.
Go ahead and throw a screenshot into the support ticket there, please.
M4 Mason here, his status is watching over people, except for the fact that currently it's me watching over everything else with the help of my staff. Error occurred in main process. Permission not... Ah. Are you running it as... what's it called? What's it called? Are you trying to run this as administrator?
No.
That's odd. The only other times I get that sort of problem is when it's run as administrator.
I mean, my account is administrator.
Shouldn't make any difference. Mine is as well. Okay, if you click OK, what happens?
It just sends me back there.
Yep, that's
And
fine.
I'll have
But
the bridge open.
just click OK and then send me a screenshot.
Then I'm just at the bridge again.
Excellent, it is running.
Okay,
So now you can go
perfect.
in game, press Control L, and then once it's finished, click join.
Oh wait, it worked.
There you go.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Not a
No
problem.
problem.
Okay.
Cool. And he's gonna be server muted.
Why?
Because I just server muted him.
Well, that's not the right thing.
No, I know. Needed. What I should be doing is now moving them in and out of the channel.
Or just muted in this channel. But I can't imagine it's a big deal. Okay, so let's block comment that out because that's now our template. And then we can use our JavaScript to populate the server list accordingly, as and when we need it.
36.
Now that that's done, oh, another new person joined the server.
Yeah, I saw. Okay. 217 people.
We're getting there gradually.
Yep.
So, right, think. What is next? Now that we've finished that, okay, we need to get it so you can switch between pages. That needs to happen.
Yeah.
So let's start work on the JavaScript to make that happen then. So on document ready, we have our input checking, checkbox handler plus button. Okay, so we could actually do this inside of this. Then we've got our IPC stuff. Actually, let's do it this way. So here we're going to put tab navigation handler. So on document ready, we are then going to do dollar open bracket dot click open bracket close bracket function open bracket close bracket brace brackets new line quotes, and then it's going to be, these are LIs, aren't they? So if A is clicked, we are going to console.log. Actually, this will also have an event. So what we do, event dot prevent default. There we go, console.log event. Now we can have a look at what data we can pull from here so we can check we're running correctly. So we click servers and there is our jQuery event. Let's just go to the console here, we'll get it a bit bigger.
Mitch, how did you learn all of this shit?
I learnt it because I wanted to make things work, and when I don't know how something works, I continue to try, if I'm honest.
I get that, but like, how?
You keep looking
How
until you
many
find how.
years?
Okay, so our
Right,
target is an
okay.
LI. But if we go target dot what do we got here? Dot parent element. Got a hash. What's the hash from?
Probably blank.
href. We got a href. Now, what can we perhaps make do with a href here? So we got this, then we go down to, we got hash href here. I guess we might be able to utilize this hash element. So, making use of that, if we go to here, I item, whoops, no, var item equals event dot. Now let's just go back to this here a moment. Event dot target dot parent element dot hash, and that there. So now console.log should of item should be hashtag or hash server. There it is. So now what we do is we do dollar open bracket close bracket dot hide open bracket close bracket. Because we've got jQuery here, we can make use of various elements. So we do everything with the class of tab dash page, and we hide all of them. And then what we do after that is we then dot show what would it be? What would it be? What would it be? This might have been a mistake. Well, it's not a mistake, it's just a rethink in how we make this work. Let's just comment that out quickly. Go to our HTML. Now we have servers, so
This is a
name,
nice language.
ID, class equals, and then we're going to put the class of tab dash page, because this is something we can reuse, which gives us our identifier to hide all of the pages that have that class.
Yep.
So if we just refresh this, we go to servers, you see it hide it? That's where it's hidden all of the pages.
Well, I mean, you're not streaming, but I can't watch anyway with my Wi-Fi at the moment, so yes.
I'm
I know
pretty
what you
sure
mean.
it's still streaming on YouTube.
Oh, well.
But
can't
yes, you
watch
are
it
right.
otherwise.
Discord is no longer streaming, so I just sorted that out for you. There you go. Sorry about that.
I may not be able to watch it. Depends on my Wi-Fi.
That's up to you.
Looks like it
That's
might be
fine.
good enough.
Okay, so there we go. That hides pages now. So let's just show you that again. So now that we've set that up, we click on it and it hides it. Now what we need here is I actually need a way to jQuery select element by name. Now this is a div, so I think what we could do is we could do quotes div square bracket. Whoops, nope, that wasn't square bracket. That's not square bracket either. There we go. Name equals think single quotes plus plus item, and that should now hide slash show items accordingly. So servers, nope. Yeah, kind of works. You see this?
I am.
So there is an issue here with the servers thing. Name servers. There we go. Servers. Server still doesn't show. What's going on here? Oh, server, not servers. And you're also missing your quotes. I'm amazed it picked it up anyway, to be honest. But hey, cool. I'll take that.
I had my quotes. I checked all of them. I had my quotes because I copied and pasted all of them from server. The
There we
first
go.
one was
We now have working tabs.
cool.
Now,
Discord and Patreon are always gonna work.
sorry. Yeah, they should
If
still
you hit-
open up into your default browser.
Just to make sure that when you hit Discord though, it doesn't blank it out because you're seeing it as a new tab.
Yes, good point. Good point. So if that Okay, so how are we going to get around that?
If we put the Discord and Patreon into different tags that
Hold on, I've
aren't
had an
affected by
idea.
the JavaScript.
Okay, it doesn't have a hash. So if item, whoops, if item, then we do this. So now we check if there is a valid item here. So direct connect, Discord. Yup. Patreon. Yup. There we go.
Cool. I did something. I helped.
You did do something. It just needed a
I did do
minor amount of
something.
tweaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that that's working, what do we need? What do we need? We need to clear some of this console log output because they don't need to be there. So there we go, that's that done. Now, what is next?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking ahead. I'm trying to keep everything synchronized. Not synchronized, with not losing track. I'm going to guess
Yeah.
we need to look into logging. We need to get a better logging system going. So let's have a look at this.
We also need to make sure that when we get the backend, that
Oh yeah, we'll also need to put in the JavaScript for that
we're gonna.
accordingly. Okay.
What am I listening to? I don't know what that is.
Right, let's see if we can get that functioning how we want it to. So that's all of this. Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't, who knows. It doesn't. Unexpected identifier. Import Electron console. Unexpected identifier. Oh, it is an old project though. Maybe it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I don't know any JavaScript, so I'm not able to even try and help.
Okay, think. What can we do to make this work best? There we go, that's that removed. Node.js, oops, nope, let's not try typing there. Let's actually do this in the web browser back here. So, Node.js handle console.log. Whoops. Node.js save console.log to file.
I'm gonna go on W3 schools and.
Yep.
So I need to fucking learn this. Learn JavaScript. There we go. JavaScript is easy to learn.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Hmm. Okay, here's something I can do. I can pull up an old GitHub repository that I have, as I have a project that already does this. I just don't remember how it was done. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, there it is.
Ah.
Okay. Save moment. There we go.
I didn't know this. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that should now print everything to our log file as required or wanted. So if we now do that, and of course, we got a problem. Probably, oops, because I didn't require FS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, still got a problem. Damn it.
Of course.
Ah, I already require it here.
How many viewers do you have on YouTube?
I'm not sure right this second. Okay,
I'll go look at it.
feel free to take a look.
Do you have anybody?
Alright, what are we sitting at? Still got a problem.
People?
Currently 3 from what I see.
And you've got 9 likes.
Oh, my end says 8, but sure, I'll take it. Util is not defined. Where? Why? Util.format. I pull that from my repository as well then. Util equals const require util. Okay, was util mine or was that a standard library? WMI index. I get the feeling util is a public repository. Okay, I'm missing something here. App. Okay.
Yeah.
What? There we go. Now it's running again. And do we have our log file? Logs folder.
Do a refresh.
There we go. We have our files. And what do you want to refresh of?
No, no, no. It was if the log wasn't there, maybe do a refresh. They are.
Now, hello UI event loaded. And that is the only output that's been done.
Okay, well, try clicking on a couple things and see if they get put in. Well,
Actually, I was going to deliberately call it to throw errors. Okay, so it does log that appropriately, but it's not throwing the error. Whoops. So we need to make it throw the errors, and we also need to find a way to clear files that are too old, because otherwise we're going to end up absolutely overdoing this. So Node.js read file names if older than 24 hours delete. Okay, at the very bottom of this, I'm going to put our system to clear files.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it every 1 hour. Actually, that's not even worth it. We might as well do it on startup, thinking about it. Find to this directory / logs. And if the age is older than
A week. Do you ever use document.write?
no.
That's what I thought. Put a new person in.
Cool. Okay, let's copy that, drag that into this. And then we're actually going to send anything that we receive using ipc.send, open brackets, D. Now anything that we get goes back to the main.
Mm-hmm.
IPC on ready, create window, no. On hello, on checkbox, on control. Okay, what goes on here? We send, oh, channel hello. So this will actually be log, comma. There we go. Now we need a slight variation of that there. And this is actually going to be log. Event and arguments. What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? I think we could just do console.log, open bracket, close bracket, args, go. And that should now have that set up. So now we should have all of our logging set up. how we would want it. Let's give it a test. And we'll deliberately cause it to throw an error. Uncaught exception in main.js. Okay, close, there we go. Logs, most recent, that one. That's getting there. Right, we need to catch all uncaught exceptions. Okay. Now, down at the bottom here. Actually, we don't even have to do this at the bottom, really, do we? We can do it just beneath our
No.
logging. So process.on this, and we're going to do console.error, and then we'll also do console.log our error. And now we should be able to see our errors correctly. There we go direct connect, reset, and crash. But that's because I have this process exit. But the real question, which I want, is did it log correctly? Yes. Cool. We can now log errors and have people send us the log.
Cool. That's going to make our lives a lot easier.
Isn't it just?
Mm-hmm. I'm replying to some of the comments on Neological's thing.
Yeah, I too had been doing that.
There's a couple of people asking if it's released, and that I'm saying check out the Patreon or Discord or servers and that.
Yeah. I had someone even comment saying, you know, that no, I know it's not released, but it will be great when it is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, it is released. Neological's just taken that step further to actually use it. All right, let's see if the errors will actually shut down the process now, which we don't want it to do. There we go. Oh, it doesn't throw the error anymore, though. That's annoying. Well, we better change that. Let's try again.
How the hell did High Def figure that out?
What's that?
Oh, he's watching the stream. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah. No, he put it into general. I was like, what the hell? How did he know this? He's not on the channel. And I remember live streaming it on YouTube.
Yep, I'm trying to make everything as user-friendly as possible.
Yeah.
And if that means I've got to create an entire logging system for this, then so be it. I'm just trying to make it so that we can also get the UI message to pop up as well, because it does look good.
Somebody just
What?
What was that? Somebody's it was the message was deleted.
Oh, Why'd you delete it? Put it back.
I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. I don't know, was it Meeseeks?
I don't know. Can you check?
I'm looking in the audit log, it's not here. Unless he did.
Ask him. Drop a message and ask him.
Delete
It was
message.
nice to see the support.
Yeah. Well, he's probably watching now. Hi Def, when the stream catches up, message me. Did you delete it? Yeah, there it is.
Is he just put it back?
Yeah.
Ace.
I feel like even adding split screen multi-seat would still be amazing.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look at that. See if that runs a bit nicer. At the end of the day, this blue console, everyone doesn't normally see that. And it still brought the whole thing to a halt. Why did it crash still?
Music videos like this when it's fully working without glitches. That's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, that is going to be
That is gonna be cool.
amazing. This is what I
Yeah.
like about being the person developing it. Is you're right on the bleeding edge of it. You know,
I
you
know.
see every detail happen,
Mm.
which is why I decided, I'll give that slightly earlier access to those that are, helping to promote it and those that are patron subscribers and stuff like that, because, it gives something back.
Mm.
Dialog.show message box. Dialog.require electron under dialog. So, at what point do we require electron?
Wait. Linus from Linus Tactics is retiring?
Who knows? IPC. Create window. Did I miss something? Oh, it's right there. Literally right in front of me. What a mistake that was. Good job. Start, reset. Oh, it crashed it again. Damn it. It throws it and then something breaks.
Mm.
Wonder if it's this throw error part. Because something is
Yep.
causing the process to exit.
Linus is talking about quitting.
Okay, let's see if it does it this time, shall we? Direct connect. Start. Reset. Something failed. Yeah, we got an actual error code come up this time. Well, sort of.
Cool.
Okay, let's see how that looks now. Okay. Direct connect. Whoops. Wrong button before I was ready. And of course that caused it to die. Message must be a string. Oh. To string, open bracket, close bracket. Control C, Control V, Let's try again. Direct connect, start, end, object undefined. Ugh. It's not undefined though, is it? Oh well. You know what? Actually, let's not even bother with this. Let's just literally do a custom error message. Oh, snap! Something has gone wrong somewhere. Please send your log file to one of the support. Please send your log file to the developers by typing -new in the support channel in our Discord server. Thank you and sorry again. Since the error is technically logged anyway, there's no point showing it to the user and going, what's this? Start, close. Look at that for an error code. Well, sort of thing. There we go. That's the error people are going to start getting now. Okay, there we go. Hey, old Rose. I didn't realize you had actually joined. Are you there? You're welcome to message to me, like direct message me as a response, since you said that you had potentially some issues with verbal. Old Rose? Maybe he's not there. Oh, nope, he's there.
There you go.
Hey, how you doing? Are you good? Good. Was wondering if you wanted to possibly join the support team for the project, as obviously we are growing and it's going to end up very quickly if we're not careful. A lot more people wanting help than we have staff to manage. So I wanted to know if you would be interested or if you feel that you would be capable in doing something like that with us. Right, let's commit this work on the bridge here. Bridge. Oh, there you go. How does that look to you guys? Loading servers.
Jeez.
What?
So
What's
many
up?
damn comments. No, just replying to a lot of the comments here.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. I suppose more interaction between the community and I suppose the official members.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works with me. Congratulations. You're the newest member to join the support team. At the end of the day, no one's doing it in any sort of professional capacity. It's purely offering the advice and help where needed, and you have the understanding already, so it kind of made sense for you to potentially make use of that for everyone else that's here as well. That was all I was thinking. Okay. Right, now let's set up the actual server list so it actually loads data in, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. No, 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 no. We need to take this a little step further than that. Oh my god, so much stuff on my desktop. I'm gonna have to mute the new member joining channel.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll get there. Right, let's get the back end of this set up.
Mm-hmm.
Hopkins, can you just check the permissions for the support staff in this channel? They need to be able to talk with
Yep.
standard permissions that they receive.
Yep.
Thank you.
Whereabouts is this, sorry?
The channel we're in now,
The channel we're in. Yep. I'll do
literally
that
right now.
Permissions. Okay. It's only members that aren't. So all rows here. Once I deserver mute them, now should be able to talk.
Hello. Yeah.
There we
Hello.
go. Hey, all rows.
Hello.
Now, how do we want to set up this back end? I'm going to guess really we're going to set it up as like a website, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get Express put in there. And then we'll get EJS dropped in here. There we go. I've got too many damn tabs open. You know what? I can open the game up again later on. Oops. Add project folder. GitHub, BeamNG backend. Right click, new file, index.js. EJS express example, just because it saves me the time of writing it all out. Control C, paste. Now let's quickly just check what ports I have available still. Now, I think port 3599 is available, so we'll go with that. There we go. Now we've got our port designated. And we'll just bring up the stream details again. There we go. Okay, so we need to build up a backend for this. And I guess really this is also going to serve as, in the end, probably a main website really for the whole mod. But we can deal with that later on. For the time being, we need to set up our heartbeat system. Okay. Now, this won't actually render anything because we don't actually need to send anything back. It's purely receiving data only, and providing it's in the correct format with the correct key, which we'll add off screen, then this should work just fine. And then we also need a second route for getting servers, which I will only I think it's res.send. Now, let's think about this. How is this going to work? What's the best way to separate up the servers? I guess really we're only going to be running one server at a time for any one given IP address, perhaps? Or do we assign a specific UUID to each server?
Well, I suppose I don't have a huge amount of input because I wasn't know, but I would say do it the more difficult way if it means that it's going to last long, be better supported.
I'm going to guess UUIDs would be the most effective. Because,
What advantage would they have?
well, it means you could run multiple servers on one IP if you had sufficient speed and power and everything.
Yeah.
So we can just generate a new UUID each round, like each time you start it. Even starting up of the server could request a UUID from the host, and then that is assigned to that server, which they must append to each time they send data to the server. What is this? Express send JSON object. Send a JSON response. Yeah. Okay, it is res.send. Oh, you can also do .json. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay, I've just gone through 188 comments on anything that was sort of a question or directed towards us. I've answered.
Nice, thank you.
No problem.
All right, so var servers equals a object. There we go. Now let's create servers bracket 1. Actually, this is JS, so we can start as 0 dot. Whoops. Think how are we going to do this best, since we need to experiment with it for the time being. I need music. Where's my music gone again? That'll do. That's some music I can listen to. Okay, so who am I to disagree? Right. Are you listening to it as well?
Course. Of course, sweet dreams.
Are you listening to
I
it
heard
now?
it coming through. I heard it coming through your speakers.
Oh. Yeah, I like this song.
I know you do.
I
Well,
really
you
like the
car.
BMW and the Mercedes as well.
Yeah, you like the cars.
I mean, let's be honest. You can't disagree with that. Oop.
Oh no, they are sexy as cars. We need to get Forza.
I have it. You need to get Forza.
I know. I need to get Forza.
You know
so
what?
I
Actually, let's do one better than that. Let's get these cars in BeamNG
let's get
with
this,
node synchronization.
Yes, yes,
And you
yes.
with
Let's
better
get the mod
internet.
done. Yeah, I'll buy a new internet. I'll buy a new internet package, so we can play with the BMWs.
I'll drive over to you in Ireland, pick you up, bring you back here. We can sit at the uni and use gigabit internet to play it.
Oh.
Well, I have my own office now, so I got space.
I think I'll just live at your uni. I'll just live at
Yeah.
your uni.
You should see my new job.
Oh,
It's amazing. Okay, so as we was doing, I need a JSON preprint. Nope, that's escaping. Oh, this is when I was playing around with vehicle data, actually. Huh, it kept all of it here. Okay, so what do we have? We're going to need, obviously, our defining object. We then, inside that, we will have multiple objects in itself.
Mm-hmm.
In the 7 seas, everybody's looking for something. Okay, so what does this contain? This is going to contain pieces of information. So I guess we're going to have the IP, which then obviously translates to what will have to be a string in this particular case. So we'll just have 0.0.0.0 for the time being. Port and 30813 map, which is a string, grid map, for example. And then we also will have players, which also translates to an integer. Now, does that reference correctly? No. Probably because of that. There we go. Okay, so that is the correct format and will work. Oh, hell yes. You and I gotta have a go at this someday. I'm patroning this as soon as this lets me log in. Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, my song's gone. It ended. Right, okay. Well, that's good. We're missing actually one piece of information here. Location. and which would be a GeoIP pickup built into the server, so that way it automatically returns its location as a rough estimate. So for example, my actually Node.js GeoIP. Oops, I think I put an extra character on the end there. Yep. Now I'm pretty sure there should be something for like try on run kit. Yes.
I'm gonna go for a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Dodgy.
So var IP equals 95.216.35232, and then what we'll do is var geo equals geoip. Whoops. IP dot look 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 up open brackets IP. We're pressing all damn sorts of keys right now. Console dot log open brackets geo run. What do we get? Reference geoip not defined. Oh, let's just re-modify that slightly. There we go. Geoip run comes back as fi. You know what we could do? We could be really, really fancy right now here.
Hmm?
We could be really fancy even.
I'm gonna play some Rocket League with German.
Sorry?
I'm gonna have to play some Rocket League with someone.
Ah. I wonder, could we
Hmm?
D3
Yeah.
JS, if we get a global map and then
See you later, probably.
see you later. Yeah, if we had a map or even a globe, that could be quite interesting. China, no. World tour might work. No, that's not gonna work. Give me zoomable geography. This is only America. I need a globe. Clipped map tiles. No. We literally need a full globe. Zoomable map tiles. Does this do the globe? Yes. Could literally do with like that bit there, really, couldn't we? Of sorts. Literally just that bit. And then we could position each of the servers off of this. For example, the server I just looked up is somewhere up here. Somewhere there. Country codes. Is it ISO? ISO country codes? List of ISO 3166. A, B, C, D, E, F. Went past it. Finland. FI. Okay, this could work. Give me you. You. Where is this? United Kingdom, Great Britain, GBR. United Nation member state. I want to know if we can. This is a possibility. Does this have the ability to return? Not really. Okay, we can stick with this. So FI obviously is Finland, and it returns it that way. Now, okay, let's try this. And we got a message here. If I get it working, I'm going to join someone. Go for it. Now, when the server sends let's think, return servers. So this should be for returning the list of servers only. Servers-info, actually. And then Heartbeat sends an update. So we then get the IP address. Let's modify this slightly. Actually, I think we're doing this the wrong way. Heartbeat should not get the IP address every time. This should be new-server-startup, which then gets the IP address. And we also need to make use of UUID4 here, I think. Node.js UUID. There we go. And what we'll also do is we're also going to borrow that piece there. And my Discord's buzzing again. Another new person's just joined the Discord. Welcome. Hopkins, you there? I guess Hopkins is not back yet. Oh well, so be it. So that gets us our UUID 4. So new server startup, we then do that accordingly. Okay. People needing support, and right now it looks like I'm the only one around to give some support, so I'm just doing that. I was wondering why I can't find the app in the UI section of the game. I would suggest checking you installed the mod correctly. Okay, so generates UUID. So we have var new ID equals that. We then will do res.send. Whoops. Send new ID. So that means the servers can now get their new unique ID addresses. And then from there, obviously they'll then be able to send our heartbeats correctly. So then we actually know who they reference to. Now, they're probably going to send it as a JSON or AJAX sort of equivalent piece of data. So what we'll actually end up with is something that would be equivalent to this. So we have the UUID, and then we have server data, which will be just our two, we'll call it values in the data that they send to us. And then according to that, we go into servers, square bracket, UUID.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Dot data equals server data. And then that's the sort of way that we'll address it that way.
Okay.
Now,
New
let's
tickets.
take a look at actually testing this in place, shall we? While that's doing, let's take a quick look at the server code. And we're currently set on the Rust branch, which is the new one coming soon. Let's just convert over to the JS one. There we go. Now, index.js. Actually, we can delete main.js, preload, and renderer. Let's tidy up this repository a little bit while we're at it. Package.json. We don't need those scripts. So let's clear that. And we actually start on index. So we can ignore that. Our developer dependencies do not include that. We still use all of those. So that means installing servers should be a little bit faster and smaller as well, which means things might run a bit better for everyone. What did this look like? Oh, it's the same as that. It wasn't even used then. Move to trash. Okay, so how are we going to make this happen? I'm thinking if we think. Do we make the servers get their ISO code? Okay.
Oh, I didn't know this was
var server equals open brackets. We then have IP, which is the equivalent 0 to 0 to 0 to 0. But that will obviously need to be updated to their actual external IP address. We then have the port, which is var TCP port setting. So actually we're going to store this at the bottom of the document. That way it only gets applied after the system is running.
Mitch,
There
while
we
you're
go.
working away hard on that, do you want me to run to record a tutorial on how to install the BeamNG multiplayer, or are you wanting to do that yourself?
I think I'm actually going to want to do that one myself.
That's fair enough. Well, I can record the footage for it, and then you can record the Audacity if you'd like. Or do you want to just do it all live?
I think I'll do it all.
Okay.
In fact, could
Yep.
we pull the footage from this live stream?
I don't see why not.
In which case, I could literally run through it now. So if we was to drop an announcement out saying I'm going to be covering how to install it all at, for example, 4:15 UK time.
Okay, let me get an announcement up. Hello, not everyone.
And then if you just say that it should be doing how to install the mod at 4:15 UK time or GMT.
Yep.
Okay, so IP port players. We have clients, so players equals number of clients function count players, which is nothing passed into it. Or
What
should
time
there
do you
be?
want to? What time do you want? Say 4:30.
No, we'll get it done pretty soon.
So 4:15. Just to give
Yeah,
it time
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
people.
Go 4:15. Clients, clients, clients. Okay. How many times do we have clients defined? Ah, we got players. Players exists up here. Node.js count items in count objects. No, count count.
Cool. There we go.
Think. Okay. Players is our specific piece of total account of players because it's built on the TCP aspect, which means we can actually utilize that. So we can do, yeah, function count players, which takes nothing because the item is public. We then do for client. Okay, so we don't actually need anything. We can just do x for x in players. And then what we can do from there is we can think. What is the okay, we count it, we then, okay, so we need to actually var I equals 0, I plus plus, and then once that is done, return I. Count players. Oh shoot. When your girlfriend wants you to send her money just in case. Well, there goes another £100 of my money that I only got paid yesterday.
Ooh, that's a hard hit.
Telling me. Since I only got 180 in the first place.
Well, Patreon.
No, I'm not using the money from Patreon to pay my girlfriend for her to do whatever the hell it is she's doing. Okay, I'm not doing too bad.
So do you want?
Not
Do you think the
too bad,
BeamNG
should
is
I
gonna
say.
this mod come through, or want to put it in the game?
From my account to Jade. Value 100. Oh shit, no. Nearly sent 1,000. Now that would have been catastrophic. Authorize payment. Got it. Can I charge your interest? Okay, so that called count players. That's that resolved and done. Now,
Another card you can't. Okay. I think he's trying to speak and he doesn't realize that it's server muted.
what? There's no one else in here other than me and you.
You can't speak another card, by the way, in case you're leaving and joining to.
Oh, he's back.
Figure that out.
You could drag him to the channel above if you want.
Yeah, okay. I'll drag it. I'll go into the other channel.
And also you are... Oh, he's gone. Whatever, leave them to it. Okay, so right
Nope.
click, show in Explorer,
Ah, and he's gone. What the? Right.
PowerShell here, node index, run. And unsurprisingly, it had a fit. It was worth a try. Oops. There we go.
Somebody was asking whether or not this is going to be officially supported by the BeamNG and the developers. I said we unfortunately can't speak on behalf of the BeamNG devs as we do not know ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. Cannot find.
Yep.
Okay, npm. Oops, that's nom. npm I. Now run. Permission denied for port. Oh, I know why. No, I don't know why. Rather peculiar. Right, map.
I don't understand why
Where is
people are making random support tickets and then just dipping.
I've got no idea. Just close them if they're open longer than 12 hours with nothing. Close them.
Yeah, okay. So anything from 4 a.m. Hello, hippity bop. Hippie bop.
Map equals map. Done. Now we can send the server data. So what we do is, upon startup, we obviously need to contact the server. So on startup, contact server to get ID. I guess what we could do is get the refresh rate from the server as well, really, couldn't we? Which means if it gets too busy, we could actually lower or increase the update rates, which means people could have real-time server information or server information that's delayed down to every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever we so see fit. Whatever. No, we'll just do it every 1 minute for now. Okay, so that does that. Now, Node.js send a Ajax JSON. What's funny?
Send you a screenshot.
Sure. So many people keep saying things along them lines. If it becomes a real feasible plugin for the game, there could be a small subscription fee to use the service, like iRacing, but not so premium to keep the servers running. Potentially, I don't know. At the end of the day, we have got no contact with the developers of the game. There is nothing in place between us and them, or anything of that sort. This is purely a community-made project. I guess now it's primarily headed by myself, but we did originally have Jojo's on the team working with me, and there are large portions behind the scenes in the code that run that were initially from him, and then I've revised or even not revised in some cases. It's you know, it really is a team project. I won't pretend to try and take full credit for any of this. But it is entirely us working on it. There isn't any contact with the game developers or anything like that in any capacity.
All right. I suppose, Mitch, we have to stick to our word, and it is
Yes.
4:04. So
Okay.
start.
So let me close this down. Thank you for reminding me, because otherwise I would have missed it.
No problem. I'm gonna mute myself here because this is gonna be used as recording.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just tidy up this environment here. Right click, remove project folder. Add backend, desktop app. Okay. It's not opening another program. Thank you. There we go. Okay, now we can open that back up. And I guess we should also stop the music. There we go. Okay, so how to install the mod for those of you that don't know or are unsure or anything of that sort. It is pretty simple, but I suppose for those of you that aren't very computer experienced or anything like that, then obviously this is going to serve as very, very helpful for yourselves. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to open up BeamNG. Now, I'm sorry that it's actually running off on the other screen for you there, but it will be opening. Here we go. Then we'll launch the game. There we go. Brings it onto the screen for you. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually need to open up where our mods are installed. Now, several of you have actually had issues in trying to install the mod, and it's not actually installed for you correctly because of various issues relating to where it has installed or not installed and is equally reading mods from. So the easiest way to determine where your BeamNG installation is reading its mods from is to open up the game, go to the repository, then click on mods in the top left corner, and then click open mod folder. Okay, now that that's done, we can actually close BeamNG. So we've got, for those of you with less computing power, you've actually then can maximize your computing power available. Now, from here, we're actually going to need to get the mod itself. Now, shortly later on in time, this current file thing will be updated. I'm just working on some new files for you all, so it makes things a little bit more user-friendly for you. And you're going to get to see some of those things now, but I just want to let you know that this is where you will go to get the files. Equally, you can also go to Google and download them from there. So I'm actually going to go straight to GitHub. Now these links will be in the description for you to be able to access them as well, but this is how I'm doing it at the moment. So the green button, you can't really miss it. If you go onto that and then click download zip. Now what this will do, this will actually download the game as mod for multiplayer. making it very, very easy and simple for you to do. And that's why I'm just explaining it to you, so it's a little bit easier. Now, you're going to need to create this unpacked folder if it doesn't already exist inside the mods folder of your game, okay? Inside there, you will need to create a folder called BeamNG.MP. And inside that, you will put the files that are inside here. So going back to WinRAR or WinZip, whichever one you're choosing to use, there'll be a folder called BeamNG-MP master. If you open that folder, you'll then find several other files. You can drag all of those into the file in Windows Explorer. Alternatively, the only ones you actually need, so if you press and hold Control, is UI, scripts, and Lua. And then just drag those ones into here, okay? Now I'm not going to do that because I have the files already here, and I've also got a couple of other edits and tweaks that are running around in there at the moment, and I don't want to overwrite those, otherwise it's a loss of progress and time. That is how you install the mod into the game. Now, let's start up BeamNG again. And while that's doing, I'm just going to keep that there for you. We're also going to download the bridge. Now, all of the files for this are pretty much running on the exact same names, just -bridge or -server or various things like that. So, here is the bridge. Now to download this and to make sure you get the latest release that we've given, you need to click on this little release piece of text just here. And what's in there is you'll find the compiled application ready for use. So if you click on that, and I've just minimized that when I shouldn't have. Give it a moment. There we go. So, this here are all of the files for you to be able to actually play online. Now, this is only needed if you're going to be joining one of the servers online. If you're playing at home with your family or a friend that you've got round, you do not need this. But you do if you want to play online with, for example, someone else that's in our Discord server or something like that. So, what you're going to do to be able to use this is you can just drag this folder straight onto the desktop. And there it is, and then you can close that. Now, inside here, you will find that there is an exe application. Starting this will bring up the bridge. Now, this is actually an out-of-date old version. I have the latest version, so I'll just load that up for you now. And the newest version actually looks like this. So I'm currently working on making it so that it loads the server list for you from here. So you don't even have to go into Discord to be able to get the servers. They will all be right here for you to be able to join. However, since they are not working just yet, you can also click Direct Connect. Now this works for if you have hosted your own server, for example, that isn't on the public server list yet. So you can go to Direct Connect for that. Now, you don't actually need to play with any of these settings unless you have been told to by the person running the server. Now, all of the official servers will automatically pull this data from the servers tab. So all you've got to do is click join, and it will automatically change to this page with all the correct information and be ready to go. In this particular case, since that isn't working just yet, I'm going to go to the Discord, and we're going to go into this server's text channel just here. And in this particular case, we're going to connect to the EU server, which is the West Coast USA map. Now, remember that map because it will be important, because you will need to make sure that you are using the same map as the server, okay? Now, I'm sure in future versions of the servers, we'll set it so that it automatically resets once all of the players have left. So if you join a server with no players on, the first person joining will set the map, and then when they leave and everyone else leaves, it automatically can be reset to whichever map that the next person joins with. However, back to what we are now. So I've put in the IP address of the server. Notice I have not edited the ports for any of it, because you don't actually need to modify any of this. Now, if you just click Start, you'll notice it says TCP ready and listening on port 4444, and the same for UDP, but instead of 4444, it's 4445. Now, going back to our game, we're going to click Launch Game. Give it a second to load through. I won't pretend to have the most powerful computer on the planet. We're going to go to play, we're going to go to free roam. Now keep in mind that the multiplayer is still in early stages, and at the moment we've only built it for free roam, and I can't really foresee any reason why you would want multiplayer on any of the other ones, but that's not to say we won't necessarily support that later on. Now, you remember back in the Discord, I selected this server here, which is West Coast USA. So I need to make sure that I equally select that map now. Now, in terms of where we're going to spawn, I'm going to actually select the default spawn location because it doesn't really matter in this particular case. And then we're going to click spawn. We'll just let that load in. Come on, load. There we go. Okay. So, remember that we already had the bridge running. We now need to enable the in-game elements of this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Customize UI Apps. Now, to bring up this menu on the side, all you got to do is press Escape. Now, I'm going to remove the elements on my screen for the time being so you can see it being done from scratch. Now, if we click on this yellow disk with a plus symbol that says Add App, and then, once we've clicked on that, we're going to be brought up with all the different UI elements that you can display on your screen. And we're going to scroll down until we find multiplayer. And then once you click on it, it will automatically bring it onto the screen in this position. Now you can choose to put it wherever you want, but personally I quite like having it right there. So I'm going to keep it there. Now, what you've got to do is click Done. And there we go, you now have the UI element and everything else required for doing in-game multiplayer. All that's left in this particular case is to click Join. Now, the way to know if you've joined correctly is one, it will say your username in the top left saying your username just joined the session. It will also say status connected and your ping. Now, the idea here is to try and play with as low a ping as possible, but unfortunately a lot of us don't have a choice on what this is. Now, we can do little things to help keep it as smooth as possible though. For example, connecting to a server that is in your location. So, now that we're ready, oh, someone's already got a car there. Now, I won't pretend to say that we're running in the best settings right now. As I said, I don't have the best computer on the planet or anything of that sort. But it does work. Now, there are minor tweaks that you can do to make this run even smoother. I will cover how some of those work shortly after this. Now, for those of you that stream, for example, and have good internet connections and are going to be playing with other people with good internet connections, this may work just fine for you. But for now, I'm going to cover the basic setup for you and finish that, and then we'll go into how to improve it even further. Now, I'm going to get a vehicle. I'm going to go back to our default spawn location. And, oh, someone else has already got a car here. I'm going to spawn a car somewhat next to them. So we're going to press Control E. Codes. There we go. And what car shall we pick? I quite like the SRB4. And I think someone just reset their car because they don't quite know what they're doing just yet with this. But that's okay, we're all learning it. So, what car? Let's go with a Hill Climb Asphalt DTC. And we're going to click Spawn New. Do not click Replace because you will replace someone else's car, which you just don't want to do that. At the end of the day, you'll end up with a whole host of different problems. For example, them controlling your car or you controlling their car. Just 101 problems. Now, I've spawned my car. What I'm going to do next is just to clean the session a little bit. So I'm going to press Control E, and I'm going to click Remove Others. There we go. You notice how the car that was at the lights has now disappeared, and I'm sure anyone else that was driving around the map has also now disappeared. Someone just spawned their car in the exact same location as mine. Okay, so whoever just spawned that grey estate has just, what they've done is they've pressed Control R to respawn their vehicle. Now what this does is it creates the event that spawns the vehicle so that it synchronizes with all of the other connected players. You only need to do this once. So if you have a player that can't see your car or something along those lines, that's all you need to do to be able to get it visible for them. Press Control R once and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. Now, we are in the server and we're with other players. As you've seen, there's a red car and there's also a black estate at the moment as well. So there's where the red car is, just up the hill a little bit here.
Hello.
Their car is a little bit busted. Is that yours?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Yeah, your wheels are already popped. I'm going to suggest you press R, not Control R, but R, which will actually respawn the vehicle and repair any damage.
Looks like
Whose
somebody's
car is
controlling my...
this? Smashed into a wall. Okay. Now, as I said, this is still very early stages, and gameplay will improve, but the installation process will still be the same. So, there we go. That's how you install the BeamNG multiplayer mod. For those of you that are looking to do a little bit more with your game, we can go into how to improve update rates. Now, the default that we currently push for use by anyone else is 10 updates a second. Now, once we get node synchronizing, this may actually be just enough for you. At the same time, it might not, and I don't know. It all depends on how it plays out. It's still very early stages, and we'll have to just wait and see how that turns out. But for those of you that want to use more updates per second for smoother gameplay of other players, this doesn't actually affect your gameplay. It doesn't make anything smoother for you, but it only makes it smoother for other people. Now, to do this, you actually need to open up where your game is installed again. So, to do that, we're going to leave the game. We're going to go to repository. We're going to go to mods. We're going to find the BeamNG MP1. And then we're going to click unpack. Now in my case it's already unpacked. For anyone that installed it as a zip, you'll need to click unpack. If you installed it to the unpacked folder, then it's already unpacked and you don't need to worry about that. In which case you can just click open in Explorer. Now, here's where it gets interesting and where you have to pay attention, otherwise you will likely break your multiplayer game and potentially the whole game until you actually remove the mod. To increase your update rates, you need to go into the folder called Lua. From there, you're going to go into GE, then Extensions, and then you're going to open up Updates GE with Notepad++ or equivalent text editor file, whichever you choose to use to edit it. Now, at the moment, our position tick rate is set to 0.1. Now, if you think of a second, divide it by 0.1, you get a tenth of a second. If you change that to 0.01, you get every hundredth of a second. Now, I wouldn't recommend going that far, to be honest, because that will likely be too much for your game to handle. I would say something like 0.05 should be sufficient, because you're then moving from every tenth of a second to every, every 10 updates a second to every 20 updates a second. Now, we save that. We go back, play, free roam, go back to the map we were on. We're going to go with the same spawn location, and we're going to rejoin the game. Now, because we didn't break the connection yet, this won't have thrown any problem, but you the bridge, unless you happen to know that the reset button on your version is working. At the moment, it is not working, and therefore each disconnect, each time you disconnect, will require you to actually have to restart the bridge. So I'm going to do that now. Now remember, you can do it from the exe. I'm starting it this way because I'm using the developer version. We're going to go to Direct Connect, and you'll notice it's already saved the IP address from the last server I was on. And we're going to click Start. Back in game, we're going to press Ctrl and L, which is going to reload the Lua engine. Now, in my case, it's put it onto the other screen where it's reloaded it. That's not a problem. I'll bring it back over for you. And then we're going to click Join again. And there we go. We are now connected to the server once again. Now I'm going to spawn a car. And if someone else in this channel, in this case Hopkins, if you have equally made the modification, if you're still there, Hopkins, you're muted. I need you to unmute.
I have not, I'm sorry.
Can you make the modification quickly?
Yep, just give me 2 seconds.
Thank you.
Is it within the mod folder or is it with BeamNG source files?
It's in the mods folder. So you're going to go to mods, unpacked, the BeamNG multiplayer folder, Lua, GE, extensions, updates ge.lua. And then you're going to go to line 17, which is position tick rate, and set it to 0.05.
Position tick rate 0.05 for all apps. Okay. Yep. And
Yep.
then relaunch the bridge and BeamNG.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm running what is essentially 20 updates a second, and now potentially my math is wrong. It may be more, it may be less. I don't remember exactly, but I believe it's around there. And we'll just wait for Hopkins to jump back in game here.
Currently launching BeamNG. go.
There we go. So he's just joined the session
Control R.
with your vehicle.
Okay. Yep, I have my vehicle. If you want to do it as well, I should be able to then see you.
I didn't get your vehicle. Are you in the default spawn location?
I am indeed. Oh, backswike.
Okay, I've just reset my vehicle. Do you see it?
Oh. You're falling out of the map on my screen.
It's possible. We may be on one too many. Just reset your vehicle for me.
Control R or just normal R?
Control R.
There you go.
I'm not getting it. Well, as I said, early access. Could be a problem with my game, so I'm going to restart it.
Yeah, because I'm able to see other people.
Yeah, so it's probably a problem with mine because I didn't actually restart my game.
I'll be able to edit all this out for you, Titch. Like,
Thank you.
if you'd like me to do the editing. Yeah, cool.
So I'm just going to restart my bridge quickly. Load the map. I'm also going to click start on the bridge. To be honest, I think the live stream might be a little bit laggy right now. Potentially, the running of the game and everything at the same time. Okay, so bridge is ready. We're going to click join. There we go. Hopkins, if you respawn your car, so Control R.
There you go. In the default
Oh.
position.
There's the lag spike, and there it is. Cool. Okay, I'm going to get a car as well. And let's see if you get my car.
Oh, there's a lag spike.
That wasn't me.
Oh, that's somebody else,
That's a
obviously.
lag spike because of me now coming.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Control E and remove others.
Alright, I'll then
Game that
Control
don't
R.
need to be there.
Let me know when you've done it.
You would like me to redo Control R?
No, I've still got yours. Just move up to the line. Hopkins? Hopkins? Did you move your car up to the line?
I did.
Ah, in that case you did disconnect your vehicle. In which case I will need you to spawn your Control R yours.
Yep. How's that?
Nope.
This is odd. Do you want me to do a Control L?
You will have to restart your bridge. Let me see if you get my car.
Restart. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. Although you're falling through the map.
I think you might be having some issues on your end, to be honest.
Would you like me to restart my game in Bridge?
Sure.
Okay. Close the game. Close the bridge. Okay, there's the bridge started. Play, free roam, West Coast USA, default, spawn.
Ooh. The front shocks came out through the hood.
Okay, I am within the game. Let me just go ahead and yes. Join. Okay.
And you're in.
Yep, I'm gonna do Control R. There you go. Can you see me?
Nope.
Should be able to see me.
Okay. So now we've found at least somewhere else we need to be looking into. In which case we can start working on that now. And since we're live streaming it, we can go straight into it right now. So what do we have that's potentially causing the issue here? Are you spawning an ETK?
No, there's somebody in the estate that I can always see.
What do you mean someone in the
Simply
estate?
seems the you know the blue estate car that you were looking at earlier? I'm able
Yeah.
to see them all the time. Able to see them, no problem.
Oh, you probably need me to respawn my car. There you go, respawned it.
Respawn.
I did.
Ah, there we go. Okay. There's your car, but it's currently falling through the map. Let me, who's ever in this state obviously doesn't know that R respawns the car because they keep on spawning new ones. Hit Control R one more time.
There you go.
There's the lag spike. And there's your car, but you're falling through the map.
Which means you're not receiving the position updates. So, clearly there is an issue. Actually, let's see if we can diagnose it. Is it me that's not sending the data, or is it you not sending the data? Sorry, not
Okay.
receiving it.
How do we do so?
That's what I'm looking at now.
Okay. If you want to give me if you give me the new version of the I can then give you a log output now. That not be an idea?
Could do, but at this present time it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so I'm not actually sending
Okay.
location updates, which is why you're not seeing my vehicle other than in the water. So, there's our first thing to do.
For anyone who wonders what my purpose in the community is, this is it.
Right.
To break everything.
So, why would it not send the updates? I wonder if it's too small. for the power of my game.
I assume that it's something to do with the fact that we changed the reloading time.
It's possible. At the end of the day, I did push it to public with that setting for a reason. Reload lure, close bridge. Whoops, wrong one. Open bridge. Direct connect. Start. I tell you what, this new bridge is much nicer. What do you guys think to it? What do you think to this new bridge that I just had up on screen there?
You guys can message in general.
Or you can message on the stream chat. I actually have that open on my other screen. Okay, let's get a vehicle. Okay. So I spawned it, but still no updates. This thing is a nightmare to try and keep in one straight line. Ouch. Okay, why is this not sending? Either way, the footage there for installation is done, so we can pull it up later.
Yeah, once the stream is done.
Yeah, that's not a problem. It might
yeah.
even be not good enough quality. Who knows? We'll see. Right, so attempt to index local decoded data, which is a nil value, in where? Vehicle GE. Vehicle GE. Vehicle GE. 150. 150 decoded data is there. And yes, it is nil. On server vehicle spawned, the data is nil. How can the data be nil? I'm going to guess it's because it's CV code? Network UDP. It's partial data. 1 of 7. I didn't get the rest. That's why it's throwing a problem.
The hell did I just Control Shift I?
I've just got to disappear for a few moments. So I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
All right, I have a thing that I need to attend right now, so I'm going to stop the stream here, and then when I get back, I'll probably start it up again. Okay. Thanks for
Oh, I'm
watching.
getting
For
a
those
phone
of
call.
you that
Talk to you later.
see you later, Hopkins. For those of you that have been watching, thank you. For those of you that donate through Patreon and the likes, I thank you even more, because at the end of the day, I do have servers that we are running here, and I'm starting more and more of them, but obviously they cost money to do. So that's where your Patreon donations go to. It goes towards making sure that you've got more servers. What's that for? Not that big of a deal. That's pretty.